Neal, 5-1 win this afternoon against Altrincham. Fantastic performance, probably maybe the best so far of this season, but still little bits to improve on, you'd probably say.
Yeah, I think you always have to give credit to the opposition. I thought they had a spell where their pass moved and caused us problems. They inverted their wide men in to create an overload on our midfield, and that was where we got caught, not being able to get close to anybody, and their goal come from it. And it wasn't simple to rectify because the players on the pitch don't sometimes know, okay, why are we getting overloads against us? But it was literally our back four were probably staying in too much and not releasing. So we solved that second half, and I thought we were better second half. You always have to absorb some spells, particularly when the opposition are quite a good footballing team. But, you come in, it was 1-1 with a couple of minutes to go till half time, and, you come in going, how's this 1-1? Because although they had that little spell, Reedy's chance and Callum Whelan's chance, you should really be free up there. They're absolute clear-cut gilt-edged chances. So, you have to take your chances, otherwise you put yourself under pressure. But in the end, the boys come out. We wanted to start fast second half, and I thought we did that.
Don't forget, you could have so easily been behind with after that worldie, you then get Altrincham right at it when Louis Molden practically keeps you in the game. How important was that?
Yeah, it's a long-range shot. Louis made a great save to it, but that's what goalies are there for. Louis is a very good shot stopper. We know that. He shows us that every day in training. So, it's all part of the armoury. Louis makes a save there, really takes a chance there, and before you know it, the game's put to bed. So you need everyone in your team. There's still stuff we know we're not great at some of the stuff. There's still stuff without the ball. I think our stats with the ball right up there at the top of the league. Going forward without the ball at times, we're a little bit open, but it's a catch-22. You can either play cagey and safe, or you can go for the jugular and say try and stop us, and we're the sort of team that tend to try and do the latter.
Just going back to Louis, there were times on Monday where, to be frank, he looked absolutely petrified whenever the ball came through his left foot. Did you work on that in training? Because he looked a lot more confident with that today. Yeah,
listen, he's a young lad learning his trade. He had a great loan last season in the playoffs with Ardley. You can't expect him to know everything. Ryan Boot's an old hand, and he knows when to release, when to play, and with Louis, he's learning loads of stuff. And one thing sometimes goalies don't get, they go off with the goalkeeping coach and they'll do work on technical stuff, and the goalkeeping coach can only deliver so much. But me and Kev have worked really well together over the last 3 or 4 weeks to bring the back players into the equation and put a coaching session on that's for the goalkeeper and the back players. Sometimes that's through balls, crosses. Other times it's working at playing out from the back, and we did loads of that this week. Tried to sort of strip it down for Louis a little bit, give him his options, and because of that he's responded really, really well. But Louis needs all the credit. He's put his shoulders back, he's been brave, and he set the tone today.
I think if you asked people before the start of the season who the favourites were at the top of the league, I think most people probably said yourselves, Wrexham, Chesterfield, Notts County. Already that's the top 4. Do you think that the league is already taking shape?
I think there's a long way to go. I don't think you're looking going, well, that's going to be the top 4 now for the rest of the season. I don't think that's the case. We saw last week that Notts are a very good team, although we know we didn't turn up. But the other teams are very, very strong. And you look at the players they've signed, the turnovers they've had in the summer, they're very, very strong teams. So we've got to keep chipping away. Everyone's got to keep chipping away. The season is a grind. We know that from last season. I still don't think, and I say it, I still don't think we're absolutely at our best. I still don't think we've had a total full performance like we did last season. And I'm not sure we'll get that for a little while yet. I think we're still trying to find our second win. So in the meantime, we've had to manage the squad a little bit, and we've got good options. And we've got players like Josh Kelly, Alex Reid, Andrew Dallas, Ryan Barnett, Joe Sabara we left out today. Them sort of players going forward. If I was an opposition's manager, I wouldn't want to play against them every week.
I've got to ask you about Josh Kelly. How many texts have you sent to Harry Boys about free kicks since the opening day?
We did when it was Ben Coker scored in the first one, because Boise tried so many times last season. But no, it's great, and it's great to have that part of your armoury. Ozzy can bend a free kick in, Cokes has got it, Josh it's good to have good set piece deliveries.
And just finally, Maidstone next week, what do you know about them?
I know that they're a rock and roll team, similar to Dorking. They'll come, they'll have a pop at you, they won't sit back. Obviously, there's it's different to manage the pitch. It's a different pitch, it's a different surface. They're good on it. We're sort of novices on it, and we've got to manage that. So we'll try and work that into our plans this week. But we've got a strong week next week. Them, then away to Torquay, and then Barnet. So we've got to get everybody fresh, everybody ready, and try and have a good strong week, because these 3 games in a week can make a big difference as you go forward.
Cheers, Neil. Fantastic result today.
Thank you.